Now, for more insight, let's cross live to Associate Professor Zhang Biao in Beijing. Well, Professor, it's a very packed 3-day trip to China for the German Chancellor. And now let's take a quick look at the lineup of his delegation. Ministers of Environment, Agriculture and Transportation, along with many business leaders, including heads of BMW, Mercedes-Benz and Siemens. What do you make of the lineup of this delegation?
Well, thank you for having me. Well, I think the German Chancellor's visit to China really sends a strong signal to the Chinese audience that Germany wants to develop economic relationships with China. Germany is one of the key trade partners with China, and of course, particularly, as you mentioned, Pandeng, in the automobile industry. The two countries have a long history of cooperation, and the large business delegation led by Olaf Scholz shows that Germany really wants to develop its economic relationship with China by having more trade opportunities.
So, being specific on Germany's willingness to invest more in China, we've seen reports saying German investment to China increased by more than 4% last year, reaching nearly 12 billion euros. Would you say this is a vote of confidence in the Chinese market?
Yes, absolutely. I think, as you phrase it, it's absolutely a vote of confidence. From my impression, the German investment in China is probably not the top, from my impression. But the problem with that, the significance of the number is very impressive. Because if you look at the broader context in which there are geopolitical tensions, in which every country has suffered from the pandemic, then the growing number of German investment in China really shows the confidence displayed in the business community. So I think the quantities is relatively, if you compare to other countries, relatively smaller, but the significance of that number is really great.
Still focusing on German investment in China, being specific on one site in Shanghai, Scholz visited German polymer maker Covestro in the Pudong new area. Why this particular site?
Well, I think that sends a really strong signal that Germany wants to cooperate with China on green technology, because as you know, green technology, green finance is one of the key parts between China and Europe, of course, between China and Germany. And between China and Germany, the green parts, the green technology, green finance, green manufacturing has been a driving force of economy between the two countries. And the two countries really want to strengthen their cooperation in this side.
Thank you very much, Associate Professor Zhang Biao in Beijing.